I come here, they announce it. This is not soda. This is good soda. When I got here, they were like, girl, it doesn't look like our school. I might never be the cutest girl you ever know. Mind you, I don't know anybody in entire Korea because I'm tired. I am tired. Maybe when you go to sleep, that's the thing you think about. When you wake up, that's the thing you think about. So I was like, you know what, God, is this what you want me to do? Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rhea Pekele, and on social media it's Rhea_royalty, and that's preferably Instagram because I can't keep up with many social media platforms that are there. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, wow. Just on Instagram, let's just keep it there. If you send me a message, if you want to ask me questions about anything related to South Korea, about my teaching experiences, just so you know, if you don't know, I am an English teacher, or rather tutor here in South Korea, and if you want to know anything about that based on my personal experience, I'll be happy to assist you. Please make sure that you do like this video if you after watching it, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, or you've just been watching the content and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you do click that subscribe button. I've been here for 1 year, okay? I've been here for 1 year. I'm just gonna talk about my experience and more so being in Korea during this whole COVID debacle. This COVID thing is not going away. It's still affecting us a year later. A year later, guys, we're still affected by COVID. It's still affecting us. People are still dying, you know? So, yeah, man, it's still a big problem. And so I'm gonna start with my story, my experience so far coming here during COVID. Alright, so when I came here, guys, you won't believe it. So when I came here on my way to OR freaking Tambo. We get the news on the radio station, like, we've just recorded patient 0 in South Korea. The day I come here, they announce it. Why? Okay, Chapo, I'm busy communicating with my agency, and I'm like, yeah, all guys, like, I don't know, should I like go back home or should I climb on this plane? They're like, no, don't worry, the government of South Korea will, you know, the healthcare system here is like proper, it's not like in AC. So I'm like, it is a first world country, let's just go. So I get onto the flight, we get here, obviously protocol, masks, tests. Well, not tests, at the time it wasn't like now, but it's the standard temperature check. And here you can't lie, Baba. Hey, they will ask you, have you had coughs and what? You can't lie. They frighten you. Yeah, this is not soda. This is not soda. This is South Korea. This is a first world country. And they have like proper governments, you know what I'm saying? I love SA, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not bashing my home country, but we all know that our country has problems, and not to say that other countries don't, okay? Before I become a meme, I quarantined for 2 weeks, but then when I got here, they were like, girl, it doesn't look like our school is going to be open anytime soon. Girl was home for 2 months. Mind you, I don't know anybody. I don't know where to shop for. I overspent because I don't know places. It was a hard 2 months. Family at home telling me to come back home, but then also I didn't want to go home. Not because of jobs, but because I just really, for me to come here, it was literally an escape from home, from pressure. I felt like there was a lot of pressure. I needed to clear my mind, and a lot of people are asking me, do you think it's a good idea to, you know, use Korea as an escape? And I think so. Anywhere where you are alone and you are away from people, because people can pressurize us, you know. People can pressurize us everywhere, even if it doesn't come from a bad place, you know. So sometimes you just need to be alone with yourself, with your thoughts, with your soul, with your mind, with your heart, with your emotions, and you just need to be alone. And that's what I have done. That's what I've been doing, soul searching, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. I found myself, and not that I was missing, some people. I found myself. I feel like I found myself, and I feel like I know myself. So if I go back home now, I know who I am. Like, it's like God has given me a revelation of in fact, yes. Let's not say it's like He's given me a revelation of where He wants me to go next, and I am so excited about my future. Reasons why I can't even wait to go home. I really do love the kids, but there comes a time where you just want to go back home. I miss my mom, and I miss my dad. I miss my friends, my immediate friends. I just want to go home. I just want to go home and get a hug, guys. When last did I get a hug? I just want to see my family. I just want to be surrounded by love, not love. I want my family. I want to be surrounded by love, and I want to, I've been alone for too long. I've been alone. So back to my story. So I was in this place for 2 months, but those 2 months were I was with myself. When you're with yourself, you're forced to be with yourself, talk to yourself, try and understand yourself. And during that time, it was a bittersweet time, but I have done a lot of growing. I can now say that I'm walking in my purpose. Not there yet, but I am taking the steps to, achieve this whole thing that I need to fulfill. And I feel so grateful, I feel so blessed, and I feel so humble to have gone through this whole process. I don't think had I been home, I would have probably gotten a job, or something like that. That's great and all, but when you have a purpose, and when that thing is biting you every day, like when you go to sleep, that's the thing you think about. When you wake up, that's the thing you think about. So like, I was like, you know what, God, is this what you want me to do? And He's given me the resources to be able to pursue this. So that's what I'm doing. Let's back to my story. I keep derailing, but maybe this is what I should be saying. Anyway, make sure to give this video a like, because I'm doing motivational speaking, and I am telling you about my experience, 1 year experience here, which is great. Keisha, fine. After 2 months, I started working. Starting working as a teacher, right? The experience was daunting initially, but it's something that you get used to. Once you get used to the environment, and a lot of people come to me and they're like very nervous about starting to teach here, especially with no experience. Like, if you come here, don't worry, man. Just be you. Work. You can work, right? You can work, you can talk, you can type. Play, fake it till you make it, basically. Fake it till you make it. Sometimes I'm like, what is this? The guarantee before a verb and what? I'm like, yay. Nah, in our school, they just taught us to remember these things, but you always have the internet if you need help with something. So don't be afraid to actually come here. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I don't have experience. Don't let that hinder you from coming here. Okay, so obviously it took me a couple of months to get used to working here, but I eventually found my feet. I found a rhythm. After a while, I was very patient with myself, because I was like, I'm not gonna be too hard on myself, okay? All right, I knew I can do this. Just do it, practice every day, see what works, see what doesn't. After a while, you are gonna get into the rhythm, and you are going to get the momentum going, and you are going to gauge whether this is for you or not. Because some people come here thinking that teaching is for them, and realize it's not. For me, I don't mind I don't mind the students. I really don't mind the students. It's just that my problem is there's this thing that I must be doing and it's pressing, you know. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to go home, and I literally cannot wait to go home and pursue this thing. And I might not even go home. There's another country that be calling my name, you know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm so excited about this new venture. I'm so excited. Like a journey of self-discovery, and also it's been a journey of trying to understand work and work at a Hagwan. I love where I work, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of work. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you and say vacation anymore, because it is a lot of work. This is a job, okay? It's a job. You need to take it seriously, and there is a lot of work, but I think it's a very rewarding job. Yeah, my experience, yes, it's been ups and downs. Yes, it's been ups and downs, and it's been discovery, and then it's also been comprised of losses. I have lost my favorite person in the world. I'm gonna start crying! I've lost my favorite person in the world, and for the most part of this year, I've been grieving, which is why I haven't been posting a lot. I've lost my best friend, my companion, my tea buddy, my advisor in life, you know, the person who always gives me words of wisdom. She never tries to derail me, you know, my queen, my grandmother. Yeah, and to be honest, the reasons why I didn't even want to come, the only like major reasons that was stopping me from coming to South Korea, I was like, guys, my grandmother, just want to be with my grandmother, you know. And unfortunately I lost her through COVID. Yeah, it wasn't nice, because I only have one friend in Korea. Okay, now I have a couple more, but at the time, beginning of this year, I only had one friend, and my friend lives very, very far. So most of the time I am alone. And why has it been so difficult for me to like befriend people? First and foremost, I came here during COVID, where, you know, you were supposed to be isolated, but I developed social anxiety. So even now, you are allowed to, you know, move around, but it's restricted and be careful type of vibe. And people are getting COVID tests regularly, especially teachers. I actually just came from a COVID test today, which was free. So what? God the hell. So I developed social anxiety. I entertain myself, like Kunandi, wherever I am, like I'm content with just being myself, you know. And little did I know that I would lose a parent, because the grandmother is a parent. And yo guys, I've never felt so much pain. And to go through that pain alone, yeah. And I think I'm still in denial, but it's only going to hit me when I go back home. I could have gone back home. I wanted to go back home, but the only problem is coming back. You know, there were issues, and then when am I gonna arrive back in SA? Contractual stuff, the side, it was just a lot. I needed a hug. I literally cried on my own. I grieved on my own. Okay, I had friends and family supporting me, but it was virtual most of the time. So I grieved on my own. So it impacted me in a way that I didn't even realize what it was doing to me. For a long time, I wasn't even eating right, nutrients, you know. I was in a dark space, y'all. I was dark. It was dark space. And I tried to like put on a front that I was okay, but I haven't been okay. And then now I'm grieving my uncle again, like who just passed away last week. So it's just a whole lot of people that are passing away, and it's very hard. It's super hard. to try and also keep up with your life. So yeah, I've developed social anxiety, but you know, let that not discourage you from coming here, because there are ways in which you can make friends. There are Facebook groups and there are Bumble. People want to make friends, so you will find a friend. But I think I've become so content. I do have friends. Hopefully you'll get to see them in my vlogs. I'm planning on vlogging some more. I'm only going to be here for the next couple of months. I am leaving soon because I want to be home. I want to be home, but Korea is an amazing place. But the problem is being here during COVID, where, you know, movement is restricted and people are saying, you know, Korea used to be nice when it wasn't COVID, and you're like, where, you know? And yeah, so, but people still do go out, but I got tired, and I'm telling you, you know, and I've become very, very comfortable with just being alone. The visas have been lifted, the ban has been lifted, which is absolutely super great. I'm so happy for all of you who want to come here. It's finally the chance for you to come. If you want to apply using the agency that I use, please look in the description box. The link is there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to posting some more videos, but if you don't see me, just know that something is wrong. You know, I don't just stay away for the sake of staying away. I think there's a lot of content to produce. It's just that I haven't been in the right mindset. I haven't been okay, and I'm also in school, so so yeah, I'm so excited for the next couple of months. There's a lot of restrictions there and there, but places are still open and there's traveling, so you won't miss out on much. It's not like before where everything was closed. Now things are actually open for people to see, you know. So it's not too bad, but you also need to be careful. If you come here, you're going to be quarantined for about 2 weeks. Different schools vary. Some places you're gonna have to quarantine in a different apartment for like 2 weeks and you have to pay for it. Some places schools will pay for you, so it varies. I cannot really say. And yeah, you quarantine for 2 weeks, and that's about it. I wish you all the best, all of you that are applying to come to Korea. Holla at me. I would use I don't know if you're close to if you live in the zone, unless if you come visit me, cause me, I cannot chelete coffee, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a little thing or two. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment. Tell me what you want to see on this YouTube channel. There are some things that I'm still a little bit uncomfortable with. Like, I wanted to show you my daily life, but comfortability, and I'll just have to speak to my boss and we'll find out about that. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a lot of vlogging for the next couple of months, so stay tuned and stay happy, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. Like, just keep washing your hands and keep sanitizing. You'll be fine, you know. And drink med lemon. Actually, the people that are coming here, just tell me who you are, so that it will remain something. I will give you some, you know, something gonna say. Get like box ya med lemon. Get a lebella margelo gore le kang message mo Instagram, it's rea_royalty. Like, it's gore ke tlole araba. I am that girl. But nonetheless, thank you so much. It's actually very late. I need to go to sleep. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time on my video. Hey, bye bye. Feeling